Fedora Outlier LLC logo animation. Logo is burnt orange, reddish brown. The backdrop is black with light flares that appear then disappear across the screen.
All right, I'm back. Vashaun Jones, visionary of Fedora Outlier LLC. And this comes up a lot, especially when I break it down for people who are looking to get our services. And the question is training versus teaching. Training versus teaching. People say, hey, I'm getting trained. You train a dog to do a specific thing at a specific time, right? For example, well, I'll tell you what, let me get into it right after this.
Fedora Outlier LLC logo animation. Logo is burnt orange, reddish brown. The backdrop is black with light flares that appear then disappear across the screen.
All right, so here it is. Like, if I'm learning the saxophone to get better, I'm not being trained on the saxophone. I'm being taught, right? You see the difference? It's like when you go to school, you have teachers, they're teaching you. They're not training you. They're supposed to be teaching you to think independently. What happens when you are trained is you always have to come back and continue to get trained as things come out. When somebody teaches you how to fish, it's a thing that you know instinctively when it's time to go fish versus, somebody always having to be out there with you. The climate's changed, the weather's changed. Now you got to be retaught. A lot of times that's the issue with VR, is that the people are training versus teaching. Most of my clients, they don't even come back for any more training because we give them the fundamentals that they need, the foundation that they need to grow their knowledge and want to explore the things that they can do. I'll give you another example. I needed to learn Final Cut. I hired an instructor. The instructor was not blind. The instructor was fully sighted, knew nothing about blind people. But because the app was accessible and I have the skill set to use what I know, all I needed to do was communicate, hey, I need you to teach me this way, because my computer is going to act different. If you click on it and I click on it, it's going to be two different reactions. So I need to tell you how I need to be taught, right? Not trained. He didn't train me. He taught me. Then I took what he taught me, figured out, oh, well, based on what I know, I can do this and I can do that, and here's how that works. He didn't need to tell me, hey, here's how you click on a button, but he did tell me, hey, here's what this button does. And when you get stuck, here's what you need to look for. And when you do this, this is what you need to do. So he taught me so that I can teach you. And guess what? I took Final Cut, video editing. I took a total of 5 lessons with him. I might need one more, maybe 4 or 5 months down the road, just to learn something new that I don't understand. But it didn't take all day. And you get a product as great as this. So listen, get taught, not trained. You don't want to have to keep coming back and coming back. It's like raising a child and they got to keep coming back home. You know what I mean? You don't want that. You want them to have what they need to make it in this world so that they ain't got to come back and live on your sofa in the spare bedroom. All right. So for real, let's change the world, not keep it the same. Let's be taught, not trained, and let's change the world together.
Light flares moving over a black backdrop. The word empowerment in orange, all uppercase, appears behind the flares. Underneath the word empowerment, in white lettering, also behind the flares, is a mechanism by which individuals, groups, and communities gain mastery over their affairs. Light flares fade. A transparent mirror image of the words are also underneath.